everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. We're back on the West Coast Mainline South and we're going to be in the 350. This is quite a quick 350 service. This is, what are we, 1 uniform 30, which is crew to London Euston. And as you can see, we only stop at Euston, so it's not just the Pendos which do non-stop runs between MKC and Euston. So let's get all of the safety systems on, and then we're going to get the doors open. There we go. Do a bit of that. Do that. Yep, that's fine. In fact, let's quickly just stick the guard key in, which then should allow us to operate the doors. Yeah, just to get those open like that. Quite handy having the guard key there. Right, now we'll get our key on. Master key on. Neutral. That's already turning on. Headlights to daylight. Oh, these little bits and pieces. Uncouple button there. Hazard lights if you want to pop them on. Make sure they're off. Euston. Right, looks like we're going to be going onto the slow line as well. Or at least from here it looks like we're going to be going onto the slow. No. No, that would be that would be going on to the fast. Yes, at the moment we're on the. Well, I don't know actually at the moment, but we're sort of on the down line at the moment. So we're going to be going on to the up line. Cool. A few more seconds and we get those doors shut. Thing is, I know the route HUDless on the fast line, but that's in the Pendo. And in the Pendo, you're allowed to go at 125 most of the way. Whereas on here, not really. So we'll have to see how... We'll just get the HUD off and see how we get on. I feel like I sort of know where some of the speed drops will be. But what I've from looking at all the speed limits and stuff, I'd say as long as we sort of just stay at 100 miles an hour, should be alright. Because I don't think it ever really dips below 100, particularly. Out we go though, out on Milton Keynes, across the points. Let's begin our epic journey down to Euston. I think we're not even stopping at Watford Junction either, which is quite surprising. See the first TAS limit coming up, or is the EPS limit. So for us it's 110. Okay, we'll go up to 110. I feel like it will come down through Bletchley. There's sort of, I know places where there's bits of corners and kinks in the track. So Berkhamsted, it's not going to be that quick through there. Or at least it's not going to be probably 110 through there. Well, it might be. So I suppose, yeah, if you're doing HUDless in the 350, yeah, sort of stay at 100 if you can. Or at least if you're not too, good knowing the route. Nice. All the little bits you can do to change about. Oh, it's speeding up quite nicely. And a lot of people have... Oh, one thing we didn't do actually, but I mean in real life it would already be on because this service has already been going for ages. Is let's get the lighting on. Lighting on. There you go. And you could do the driver ID, but again it doesn't make any difference at all. Like if it made a difference I might do it, but it doesn't make any difference to gameplay. That's 390. Going back to what I was saying, yeah, you've got the sort of big blank canvas here, pretty much. That I believe is sort of future-proofed for if they ever, or behind it there's CCTV screens. So if they ever wanted to do driver-only operation, they could just remove that and put the cameras there. What is the camera screen? Coming on Bletchley, which we definitely should get a flyby shot if we can get there in time. No, we'll be alright. Yeah, we'll get there in time. We'll be ahead of the train. We'll probably miss the speed limit down there as well. The zoom at speed on this though, it's awesome. Because, well, driving this on Cathcart, well, at least driving the Desiro on Cathcart Circle, top speed is 55 miles an hour, so you don't really get it up to speed, whereas on here, literally top speed, yeah, 110 max speed, and we're now at 110. What's next? Leighton Buzzard. Leighton Buzzard, that definitely has a kink going for it, so maybe the speed will come down there. That's what it does there at 110. Oh no, we're at 110, oh, silly me. It's just stayed the same, still 110. Yeah, I feel like through Leighton Buzzard the speed might come down. Because it is quite a bit, well, you can see it coming up, we've got a bit of a corner. I don't think it really ever comes down below 100 though for sort of the normal speed limits. Stay at 105 for the time being. It's just a case of learning the two different limits on the fast lines, the sort of Pendolino tilt limits and the well, normal speed limits. So hopefully it's fairly straightforward. Cool. Yeah, Leighton Buzzard is the next one along. It's quite a cool place name, isn't it? Leighton Buzzard. Just the buzzard bit at the end. Leighton Buzzard. If you live in Leighton Buzzard, your town has a cool name. Still 110. Just keeping an eye out for any sort of changing speed limits, but no, this is like an old station there almost. Like an old platform there. I wonder what that's all about. Maybe it's just simply a wall. Okay, there is a bit of a speed change there, and we're going a bit quick. Okay, so coming up to Leighton Buzzard, there's a 90. I sort of jinxed myself, didn't I, saying back there, oh no, it probably doesn't come down below 90. Well, at least below 100. But it's all the joys of learning things HUDless, being caught out. Because now we'll remember that. Or at least I think Leighton Buzzard is coming up soon enough. But it really does, yeah, just show you how sort of good it is that the 390 tilts. You can go 35 miles an hour more than the conventional speed limit, and that's quite a bit more. So it was at 110 and then down to 90, sort of, well, when you see that sort of fake looking platform. Up to 110 again, okay. Now back up to 110. Got a warning for a neutral section. Well, I definitely actually sort of work on here anyway. So I'm thinking, what if there's another sort of freak speed limit like that? That's 80 or something. I mean, that one we'd managed to slow down to pretty quickly. We're going about 105, aren't we? We're back up to 110. I can't imagine it changes much along here because, I mean, it is like a straight line now. You've got Cheddington, and and I think it sort of goes off a little bit and then Tring, but it's relatively sort of direct. This part of the route. So if we were going southbound, stopping at Leighton Buzzard, I suppose you'd start slowing down. Well, going through the tunnel. That's quite a good sort of marker. See, I don't know the slow lines yet north of Tring. I think I'm pretty decent with the slow lines up to Tring, but north of Tring, not quite sure yet. But we'll learn it. I mean, it's basically 3 routes in one. This sort of to learn. You got the Watford DC lines, although we already know most of that because most of it's the Bakerloo. And then, well, the slow lines, the fast lines, and well, actually, then you got the fast sort of the tilting speed limits as well. I mean, that's literally 125 the whole way. So fairly straightforward. This is Cheddington. You've got people standing on the fast platforms. What are they doing? Dangerous. Right, Tring up next. Tring. It's only been 11 minutes and we're already at Tring. In fact, let's look at the route. How far down are we already? 11 minutes and we're just under a third. It's also cool to have a mix of 350 services. You see some slow, semi-fast, and then this is where it's just fast the whole way. So if you're sort of tired of driving the Pendolino fast, jump in the 350. And it's only like 2-3 minutes longer. I got 90 on the slow there. Are we going to get slowed down, or can we stay at our speed limit? We're at about 105 at the moment. Okay, so far, yeah, 110, well, most of the way apart from, yeah, Leighton Buzzard, where it sort of came down to 90 for the tunnel. So that's quite easy to remember. Bit like the 70 mph limit coming up to Berkhamsted on the southwest main line. Well, we got sort of caught out by that, so now we remember it. Why can't I see through though? You got the weird sort of see-through trees again. What's going on? Just, yeah, did just a second ago. See through some of them. And this is Tring. So this is sort of where a fair few services terminate. I suppose the ones were sort of, yeah, about almost halfway up the route they go. Nice services to do though. There you go, hello Tring. And goodbye Tring. So it's Berkhamsted next, which I'm going to assume that the speed limit will drop at Berkhamsted because it's quite a curvature. I'd be surprised if it does stay at 110. So that's about 3 miles or so. Ready on the brakes. a tunnel between here and Berkhamsted? No, there's not. Is there or is there? I keep getting mixed up with the tunnels on it. Yeah, there is a tunnel. My memory did not deceive me. Cool. Well, I'm set at 100 for now. No point putting it in here for Welly 110. Coming up to the little swing round Berkhamsted. There's a 390. A very probably comfortable 125. Can't believe it though. It gets to go 35 miles per hour faster than normal trains. Back up where we had the 90. I mean that's like wow. Okay, what's our limit then? 100. Okay, that's not much of a difference then. This is Berkhamsted. Right, bang on 100. Before I bank him round there. Let's get a little shot if we can. Want to get onto there. Bit of field of view, bit of rotation. Non-stop Desiro. Nice. We can then speed back up to 110 once this corner's over. Yeah, one does never bend already. Yeah, back up to 110. Cool. So that was Berkhamsted. The next one along is Hemel-Hempstead. And then from there it feels quite close to Watford, and from it goes quite quick. It feels like you're going. Yeah, you're getting somewhere. It's not like one of those routes which sort of drags on for ages. See, look, this is the... There's no power lines. You know what that reminds me of? The Fife Circle. I think it's near, is it Cardenden? Where you've got like the, or is it Logelly, where you've got the power lines with no power, or the pylons with no power lines. Sort of signature rivet. It's like a neutral section there. Yeah, we're all good. What's this still? Still 110, yeah, still 110. But no, I mean, yeah, so far fairly straightforward. So we did get caught out a little bit by the 90, which I was pretty expecting by Leighton Buzzard. But apart from that, it's been 110 most of the way. 100 through Berkhamsted, but then you probably slow down there anyway, because it's quite a tight corner. So not bad. Do give Hudless a go. Just get the HUD off and see how you get on. Especially in the Pendolino, where there's literally hardly anything to learn. 125 all the way to Watford. Comes down to 110 just before Watford Junction. And then back up to 125. I think it's what, 110 again. And it's like 80, 50, 55, 50, 40. There's not much to remember. So give it a go, see how you get on. In fact, if you're watching this video, go and do a HUDless run, come back, if you've got WCML 5, yeah, come back and do a little report. How did you get on? Did you speed through any stations? Or was it a perfect run? Or maybe once you finish the video, maybe go and do a HUDless run, come back and comment. That's my little challenge to you guys. So you don't have to, but yeah. Once we get to Euston, go and give HUDless go. Yeah, go and drive HUDless yourself. Maybe in the Pendo. Do it in the Pendo, maybe. And yeah, see how you get on. Well, I mean, good thing is we haven't been randomly brought e-brakes yet. There's the the other 350 video we did, we were coming up to Wembley Central and just the emergency brakes came on. For not really any reason. There was no yellow light, no red light, no sort of decrease in the speed limit. Just, yeah, came on. This one is Kings Langley, it should be. Yeah, that's Kings Langley. So, next station along is Watford Junction. Now, I believe the 110 limit, just before Watford Junction, is sort of all trains limit. So that's handy. Although after Watford Junction, we're sort of going to be a bit in the dark again. But I wonder what the limit will be. As I know, there's quite a lot of sort of enhanced permitted speed boards south of Watford Junction. And in we go. Unless it will be 110 round the corner from Watford Junction to Bushy. I feel like that would be a bit quick for a 350. But you never know. I like the way in the tunnels though, you can see the little where the workers positions of safety. And people can stand, let trains go past. Right, I'm not applying any power at the moment. We're just at 100. So if there's any sort of sudden limit change, we'll be able to get to it fairly quickly. Looks like another neutral section there almost. Yeah, surprised we're not stopping here. Watford Junction. There we go, right, keeping an eye out now. So you've got a fairly sharpish right hand turn coming up. Okay, no, it is 110. Alright. Fair enough. As we come round into Bushy Station. Shortly. Yeah, the timetable on here, I mean, there's a fair amount of trains. Still 110 and 125 for Pendo now. Yeah, it's a fairly busy timetable. But it could be better. Yeah, there's still missing services from what I've heard. Like for the overground services, there's not all of them there. Freight services are sort of quite incorrect. There's no rail tours, which people quite, I mean, I don't mind, but I know a lot of people like the rail tour services. There's none of them. Like yeah, it could be better. And it would have been nice if it was set on December 2023, because then you could have Southern up to Hemel Hempstead at peak time, which would just add a bit more to what you can do in the 377. And I don't think there's many changes with other trains either, just to set it 6 months before. So that was what Carpenter's Park back there, so you got Hatch End, Headstone Lane and Harrow and Wildstone, which I will do a Bakerloo line service at some point, but I'm going to wait until on console we get the Goblin across, so we can see all the overground traffic, because otherwise it will feel exactly the same to that of the Bakerloo line. A separate route. Oh, what was that? Drive the 350 for 100 miles. Nice. There's Hatch End, which used to be a slightly more substantial station. But not anymore. Love that. The same with like Southampstead station. It obviously used to be a much more sort of important station, but then over time they've shut the other platform, and that's not as important. To Harrow and Waterstone, so we should start seeing the little tube trains, which that'll be quite fun when we get to drive the 710, just going next to a tube train, and like we'll be in the cab and the tube train will sort of just be down there. The height difference of the train. There's 377/2, which I'm hoping that will substitute onto the Brighton Mainline for the Milton Keynes services on there. That's the Brighton Mainline set in I think it's got the 2019 timetable, so that's when Southern still ran up to Milton Keynes, which sadly don't anymore. Very sadly don't. Cool. There's Kenton Station. But I mentioned it quite a few times, but really not bad for speed limits. Yeah, 110 out of Milton Keynes all the way down to sort of where that, what we sort of said, was that like a platform? Obviously it wasn't. Then you got the 90. After Leighton Buzzard, 110 again, all the way to Berkhamsted. Down to 100 round the corner, back up to 110. And that's been 110, well, since. So not bad at all. It's really a case of what are the limits going to be south of Wembley Central. Will they be the same as the Pendo or different? There's North Wembley. Basically exactly the same station as Kenton. They look identical. Central. There shouldn't be anybody on the platform, so I won't do the horn. Unfortunately, there is no one on the platform. Good. I hope there's no sort of dramatic change in the speed limit soon. Fingers crossed there isn't. It's been good. There's Wembley Stadium over there. It's been a pleasant run, and nice to do it in a 350 over a Pendo, just for a change. Why not? A nice pleasant change. Right, we've got a warning for a 90. Slightly different speed limit for the Pendo there, but it can still go to 110. It's quite weird the way you don't get sort of a warning board for the EPS limit either. There was no like 90 then above it like an orange, but that's some sort of warning board for the sort of the higher speed limit. Still 90. Somebody's speed another 90. As we're just passing Wilston Junction, there's the North London line. which then quite soon after also you've got the West London line which goes off. Still 90. So it almost seems like there's loads of speed changes, but there's not. There's just so many speed boards to remind you of the speed limit. I've come down to 80 anyway. So I'm just letting it, they're basically just letting it coast now. I think it's mostly downhill from here. So not a lot of point of speeding up. 85 anyway there, but we're at 80 now anyway. So yeah, just coast it. Once you get to that 90, just coast. I mean, yeah, we are on coast. And you got Queen's Park. So there's a 55 limit coming into the tunnel at Berkhamsted, and then coming out of it is 50. Which I think is the same for the Pendo as well. Yeah, there's the warning for it, 55. There's the 80. There's no enhanced speed limit there as well. So that's for all trains. You got Kilburn High Road Station. Just there on the left. Tuck right over. Berkhamsted's not much further, but you can see the old platform at Berkhamsted on the slow. It's all shut and overgrown now. It used to be, but not anymore. Even at one for this side as well. There's the 55, which we're literally perfectly down for in time. And then you got the warning for the 50, which is coming out of the tunnel. So it's coming down to 50. And then down to 40 quite soon after, and then 25 into Euston. Well, they're not all platforms are 25. A couple of them are like 15s by the platform ramps. That's where the platform starts. Loading in ahead of us there. Well, another really nice journey on the West Coast Mainline South. Again, it probably is the lesser good looking route out of the three. That's Frankfurt, San Bernardino. But again, it's not too bad. It of course could be a bit better. So the mess coming into Euston. Double yellow. So D we're looking out for the next one. I've come down to 40 just in readiness for it. Too much further. I don't think that clears us into the station, so we will be coming to a stop. So C is then at the next one. So I'm assuming we might be coming across here. What, A, B, C? Yeah, we are coming across. Oh, we got a double yellow. That must be the 40. No? There's the 40 board. Oh, there's a 40 over there. Well, we'll get 40 anyway. We don't need to go any quicker. Not at this point in the proceedings. So yeah, we should be cleared into the station now if that one was a double yellow. platform 8 we're coming into. So popping it down for the 25. Sort of a little bit of braking at the moment, not too much. So we've just got to keep an eye out whether it's going to be down to 15 into the platform. But yeah, not a bad run Hudless. Yeah, the only sort of thing we had there was caught us out was that limit near Leighton Buzzard. But apart from that, pretty spot on. So good. And good to know it's not actually, there's not many speed changes if you're at a non-tilting train. So we do have a 15 mile per hour limit. Here we go. A pretty grotty looking Euston station. Where's the worst looking London terminal? Surely Euston. It's just like, ugh. I mean, it was still nice, but sort of out of the others and this and yeah, pretty cool. That was sort of non-stop the whole way. 37 minutes of just pure driving. There we go. That would do. Right, set that to max, or near enough. Neutral, right side door release. Set the DRA. Hang on. What's going on down there? Why? Why are they doing that? I don't think that's meant to be a public path. Okay, that's really bizarre. So that's off. Key off. Oh, we've got to lock the doors, haven't we? Right, guard key. Yeah, not sure why they're walking across that path there. That doesn't look like a path they should be walking along. That's peculiar. Well, yeah, I was a little bit caught out there with the 90. You can see there, but we were down pretty quickly. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. That was some more West Coast Mainline South, again in the 350. And to be honest, I know it doesn't have the LNWR branding, but I haven't really noticed it because the livery, there's not really much on the livery itself. You know, LNW, it's just a sort of couple of logos. But hopefully, again, they can get that sorted. Apart from that, hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found all the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Apart from that, thanks for coming in. Hopefully see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye, guys.